Welcome to another Luck Scout bedtime story. Deep within a forgotten forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets to the moon, lay a place of magic. A place where the whispers of the wind carried the sweet scent of jasmine and wildflowers. This was a place untouched by time, a sanctuary for the weary soul. The forest floor was a tapestry woven with moss and moonlight. It pulsed with the rhythm of life itself, a gentle reminder of the world's quiet heartbeat. Here the sun and moon danced among the leaves, painting the forest in hues of silver and emerald. Creatures of the forest, both big and small, knew of this place. They came seeking solace, drawn by an invisible force that promised peace and tranquility. For this was no ordinary part of the forest, this was Silver Springs. Nestled in the heart of the forest, Silver Springs shimmered like a jewel. Its waters, as clear as a mountain crystal, flowed with an almost otherworldly grace. Moonlight kissed the surface of the spring, scattering diamonds across its depths. A gentle melody, like the soft whisper of a lullaby, emanated from the water's edge. The air around the spring vibrated with a subtle energy, an invisible aura of calm that soothed the soul. It was as if the very essence of peace had taken root in this place, whispering promises of rest and rejuvenation. This was a place where worries seemed to melt away like mist under the morning sun. A place where the weight of the world lifted, replaced by a sense of profound serenity. It was no wonder that Silver Springs had become a legend whispered amongst the creatures of the forest. Daria took a tentative step towards the shimmering water, her hooves sinking into the plush moss that carpeted the clearing. The air grew cooler as she approached the spring, carrying with it the scent of water lilies and damp earth. The gentle melody of the water intensified, weaving its way around her like a comforting embrace. With each step, Daria felt the weight of the day begin to lift from her shoulders. The worries that had clouded her mind seemed to dissipate like smoke in the breeze. She paused at the water's edge, her reflection gazing back at her from the depths of the spring. The water was cool and refreshing against her tongue, washing away the last vestiges of her weariness. As she drank, she noticed movement beneath the surface of the spring. A silvery ripple spread outwards, disturbing the perfect reflection of the moon. Her heart quickened with a flicker of apprehension, but the feeling was quickly replaced by an overwhelming sense of peace. Slowly, gracefully, a head emerged from the water. It was an otter, his sleek brown fur shimmering with silver droplets. His eyes, dark and wise, met Daria's with a look of gentle amusement. He held her gaze for a moment, and Daria felt a strange sense of familiarity, as if she had known him forever.
Well met, little one. Welcome to Silver Springs.
He glided closer, his movements fluid and effortless, and Daria found herself drawn to his aura of quiet strength.
Do not be afraid. This is a place of peace. What brings you here on this night bathed in moonlight?
His words washed over her like the gentle current of the spring, soothing her anxieties and calming her restless spirit.
I sought peace. I have travelled far, and my heart is heavy with uncertainty.
She lowered her gaze, suddenly feeling self-conscious under the otter's knowing gaze.
Ah, the world can be a weary place, little one. But here at Silver Springs, worries have a way of dissolving like moonlight on the water.
He gestured with his head towards the heart of the spring, where the water seemed to shimmer and dance with an otherworldly glow.
Have you ever heard the story of Silver Springs, little one? a tale whispered on the wind and carried on the backs of fireflies.
Daria shook her head slowly, her curiosity piqued. She settled down on the soft moss, her gaze fixed on the wise otter, eager to hear the secrets he held. Otto settled comfortably on a moss-covered rock, the moonlight casting his weathered features in sharp relief.
Long ago, long before the first deer had stepped foot in this valley, there lived a spirit named Serafina.
She'd heard tales of spirits, of beings who existed between the realms of tangible and ethereal. But never had she imagined meeting one, or rather, hearing of one so closely connected to this place of peace.
She felt the weight of every creature's fear, every whispered worry, every shadow that darkened the hearts of those around her.
Daria leaned closer, her breath catching in her throat. The name seemed to hang in the air, imbued with an ethereal quality that sent shivers down her spine.
Serafina was a being of pure light, her spirit as radiant as the moon itself. She wandered this land, her heart heavy with the sorrows of the world.
Daria listened intently, her own worries momentarily forgotten in the face of Serafina's burden. The gentle melody of the spring seemed to deepen, harmonizing with Otto's voice, weaving a tapestry of sound that transported Daria to another time, another world.
One starlit night, drawn by the spring's pure energy, Serafina stumbled upon this very clearing. She felt a calmness wash over her, a sense of peace she had not known in all her travels.
Daria tried to picture Serafina, this being of light, finding solace in the same waters. As she rested by the water's edge, Serafina felt a profound connection to this place. She vowed to protect its tranquility, to share its magic with any weary soul. Daria felt a surge of gratitude for this unknown spirit, Serafina, whose compassion extended to all.
Serafina poured her love, her peace, her very essence into the heart of the spring. She whispered her desire for a sanctuary, a place where worries would cease.
Daria held her breath, captivated by the image blooming in her mind. She saw Serafina, a wisp of silver light, touch the surface of the spring. Ripples of energy spread outwards, carrying her magic throughout the clearing.
Silver Springs became a haven for the weary, a place where the whispers of the world were drowned out by the gentle melody of the water. Serafina's spirit infused itself into this place, her love echoing in every ripple.
From that day forward, the spring sang. A gentle, soothing melody, like a mother's lullaby, emanated from its depths, carrying Serafina's essence, her peace, out into the world. Daria closed her eyes, surrendering to the melody that seemed to flow from the heart of the spring. It was a sound both ancient and eternally young, a symphony of whispers and sighs, of tinkling chimes and rustling leaves.
The creatures of the forest were drawn to this melody. They would gather here by the water's edge, their worries fading with each note, their hearts finding solace in Serafina's enduring presence.
Daria pictured the clearing, teeming with life. Creatures of all shapes and sizes, drawn together by the spring's irresistible allure. She imagined them laying down their burdens, their anxieties dissolving into the night air as they surrendered to the lullaby of Silver Springs.
But Serafina's magic extended far beyond this clearing. The spring's lullaby was carried on the wind, its melody woven into the fabric of the night itself.
Daria opened her eyes, feeling a gentle breeze caress her fur. It carried the scent of pine needles and damp earth, But beneath those familiar aromas, she detected a subtle sweetness, a hint of something otherworldly. It was the lullaby, she realized, its magic woven into the very air she breathed.
Even those who had never seen the spring, even those who had never heard tales of Serafina, felt their hearts lighten when the lullaby reached their ears. Worries would fade, replaced by a sense of profound calm.
Daria imagined the lullaby reaching the farthest corners of the forest, seeping into the dreams of sleeping creatures, soothing their fears and filling their nights with peace. It was a comforting thought, knowing that even in the darkest hours, Serafina's magic continued to watch over them.
And as the creatures slept, the lullaby seeped into their dreams. It wove tales of peace and hope, of forgotten joys and dreams yet to be realized.
Daria felt her eyelids growing heavy, her head nodding gently. The lullaby's melody seemed to pull her deeper into the heart of the clearing, into the very essence of the spring itself. She imagined her own dreams filled with shimmering light, with the gentle murmur of water and the soft rustling of leaves.
It is said that those who sleep under the watchful gaze of the moon, lulled to sleep by the melody of silver springs, awaken with hearts renewed, their spirits refreshed, ready to face whatever challenges the new day may bring.
Daria surrendered to the pull of sleep, her last conscious thought a silent thank you to Serafina, the spirit whose love and compassion continued to touch the hearts of all who crossed the path of her magic. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the canopy, painting the clearing in hues of pink and gold, Daria stirred from her slumber. The lullaby had faded with the coming of day, yet its magic lingered, a warm glow in the pit of her stomach. She rose to her feet, stretching her limbs, feeling lighter than she had in days.
With a sense of gratitude. Though she could no longer see Otto, she sensed his presence in the gentle ripple of the water. Turning towards the spring, now shimmering like a pool of liquid light, Daria dipped her head in gratitude. Daria turned and walked away from the spring, her steps lighter, her heart filled with a sense of peace she hadn't known she possessed. As she made her way through the forest, the memory of the lullaby echoed in her ears, a comforting reminder that even in a world filled with uncertainty, there were still places and beings dedicated to preserving peace. And perhaps, she mused, the magic of Silver Springs wasn't confined to a single location. Perhaps Serafina's legacy lived on in every act of kindness, every moment of tranquility, every whisper of hope shared between living creatures. As she walked towards the rising sun, towards a new day filled with endless possibilities, Daria carried a piece of Silver Springs with her, a melody in her heart, a reminder that peace, like the lullaby, was always within reach.
And so it is, dear Luck Scouter, with Silver Springs. Its magic, woven from the threads of starlight and dreams, continues to touch the hearts of all who open themselves to its embrace. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, a single spark of hope, a melody whispered on the wind, can illuminate the path towards peace. As you lie in your bed, surrounded by the comforting darkness, imagine yourself at the edge of the spring. Feel the cool, soft moss beneath your hand. Inhale the sweet scent of wildflowers carried on the night air. Let the gentle melody of the water wash over you, carrying away the day's worries and anxieties. Remember Daria, the young deer who found solace in the spring's embrace. Remember Serafina, the spirit whose love and compassion gave birth to this sanctuary of peace. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of hope, a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. You may never set foot in the heart of the ancient forest, never feel the cool mist rising from silver springs, but that doesn't mean its magic is beyond your reach. For the lullaby of Silver Springs is more than just a melody, it is a state of being, a whisper of peace that resides within us all. Close your eyes and listen closely. Can you hear it? The faintest of melodies, a gentle hum that seems to emanate from the depths of your own being. That, dear Luck Scouter, is the echo of Silver Springs, the legacy of Serafina's love, a gift passed down through generations, waiting to be awakened. Each act of kindness, each moment of quiet contemplation, each time you choose love over fear, you add your voice to the lullaby, strengthening its melody, spreading its magic further into the world. Tonight, as you drift off to sleep, let the lullaby of Silver Springs guide you. Let it carry you to a world where worries cease and dreams take flight. A world painted in hues of silver and moonlight, where the whispers of the wind carry tales of hope and the stars themselves seem to dance in time with the beating of your heart. May the peace of Silver Springs fill your dreams, dear listener. May you awaken with a heart as light as a feather, as radiant as the moon, ready to face a new day filled with endless possibilities. Sleep well and sweet dreams to you.